Evan Carver always worked late, but tonight the office felt wrong in a way he couldn't explain. It was past midnight, the building was empty, and the silence hummed like a low electrical buzz under his skin. He pressed the elevator button, rubbing his eyes, exhausted and half dizzy from too much coffee. The doors slid open with a soft chime. Something felt off. The lights inside flickered. Not the usual old building flicker, but a slow, pulsing dim like the elevator was breathing. Evan exhaled. "Just tired," he muttered. He pressed 11, his floor. The doors closed. The elevator didn't move. He felt the cables twitch above him. Then the cabin jerked, hard enough to knock him a step back. He reached for the railing as the lights flickered again. Then the elevator began moving down. Confused, Evan looked at the display. It blinked. 11-10-9-8-7-6-5-4-3-2-1-B-1-B-2-B3. There was no B3. He stared at the glowing red B3, his pulse rising into his throat. The elevator stopped. A soft ding echoed, quiet, muffled. Wrong. The doors slid open. A hallway stretched ahead. Long, dim, concrete walls with peeling gray paint. A single buzzing fluorescent tube flickered over a sign that read, Sublevel 3, Authorized Personnel Only. Evan had worked in the building 8 years. There was no Sublevel 3. He took a step toward the hallway, and the elevator doors closed behind him with a metallic clunk. He spun around, pressing the call button. Nothing. Not even a light. His phone had no signal. He was stuck here. He exhaled slowly, trying not to panic, and walked forward. The hallway extended impossibly far, much longer than the building's footprint should allow. Doors lined the walls. Identical steel doors, each marked with a number that made no sense.
0A, 0B, 0C, 0D.
Then, somewhere far ahead, a sound broke the silence. A distant footstep. Evan froze. Another. Slow, heavy, measured. He wasn't alone. He moved quietly along the corridor, passing door after door. Something was wrong with the floor. It felt slightly soft under his shoes, like walking on old vinyl, each step leaving a faint impression that slowly rose back up. Another footstep, closer this time. Evan's breath tightened. He tried a door locked, another locked. Then he reached one at the end labeled 0X. The handle turned. He pulled the door open and slipped inside. It was an office, a normal office. Fluorescent lights, desks, computers, like any workplace at 2 a.m. Except everything was slightly wrong. Papers blank, screens filled with looping static, chairs facing the wrong way, as if people had left in a rush. Evan scanned the room and froze. On one of the desks lay a picture frame. He moved closer. Inside the frame was a photo of him, standing in an office, smiling, talking to a coworker he didn't recognize. A man in a suit with his hand on Evan's shoulder. The coworker's face was blurred, not by motion, by something else, something like melted wax. The footstep echoed again, this time inside the office.
Evan Spoon.
A tall figure stood in the opposite corner, not moving, not breathing. A silhouette, humanoid but stretched, its proportions wrong, arms too long, neck slightly tilted, head just a bit too high, like it belonged on a taller body. Its face was blurred just like the man in the photo. Evan choked on air.
Achelo?
The figure stepped forward. No sound. His feet didn't seem to touch the ground. Evan backed up until his spine hit a cubicle wall. The thing tilted its head in a slow, unnatural arc, like it was examining him. Then, it whispered, but the whisper wasn't a voice. It was a sound like a broken tape rewinding. A distorted reverse syllable. Evan bolted. He sprinted across the office, slammed through the door, and charged down the hallway. The fluorescent lights above him buzzed louder, flickering as if reacting to his panic. Behind him, he heard it. The thing was following. Fast. Its footsteps began like slow drags, then turned into uneven, rapid taps, like someone running on hands and feet. Evan didn't look back. He reached the elevator, slamming his palm on the call button. Nothing. He hit it again. 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 The hallway behind him went silent. The lights dimmed. Evan felt eyes on him. He turned his head just a fraction. The figure was standing 10 meters away, still, watching. Then, the elevator dinged. Evan dove inside and smashed the closed door button. The doors shut just as the figure lurched forward with a jerking motion that made Evan's stomach twist. The elevator shook violently, then began rising, skipping floors rapidly. B3, B2, B1, 1, 4, 7, 11. It stopped. The doors opened to his hallway, his building, his floor. Evan stumbled out, nearly collapsing. Everything looked normal.
Familiar.
Right, until he reached his apartment door. There were two of them, side by side. His number, 1104, and next to it, the same number, 1104. Same door, same lock, same scratches on the frame. Identical. Evan swallowed, stepping toward the left one. He put his ear to it. Silence. He tried the right door. Silence. He unlocked the left door and opened it slowly. His apartment. Messy. Lights off. He exhaled in relief. He stepped inside and heard footsteps from inside the other apartment. From the identical 1104. Slow, careful footsteps. Someone pacing. Evan approached the shared wall, his breath shaky. The footsteps stopped. Then, a whisper. His voice, but older, rougher, tired. Don't open it. Not this time. Evan stepped back, heart pounding. His phone buzzed. A notification. Signal returned. One new voicemail. Unknown number. He pressed play. His own voice spoke. Evan, if you're hearing this, you made it back. Don't touch the mirror in your bathroom. It's not yours. The message ended. He slowly lifted his eyes toward the bathroom door. In the darkness, the mirror reflected something moving, something standing behind him. But when he turned around, nothing was there.